Today, I want to share with you a drill that has helped me improve my ability to handle hard-hitting players in the hopes that it will help you as well. First, I will cover how the drill works, followed by what each side wants to accomplish, and some of the good and bad things we are doing on the court with thoughts on how we can improve. To start the drill, the banger is at the baseline serving the ball hard at the player or players up at net. The banger's goal is to receive a short ball to attack or come in on. The players up at net want to return deep and try to pin the banger back on the baseline. Notice how I hit my first volley deep, 3 feet from the baseline. That's what I want to do to a banger. Keep them back deep in the court. Paul volleyed the first volley short, which brings Chris to net and takes away our advantage. Notice Chris volleyed short, which means we are going to be dinking with Paul, who's very patient up at net. My first volley was mid-court, so I want to try and push through my volley a little more to get more depth. This is a great example of what you want to do. Notice how Chris and I keep the ball just far enough in front of Paul so he can't take it in the air and is forced to inch his way up. In these next couple clips, I hit the first ball hard into their bodies and get a short reply. I have to be aware of this so then I can anticipate it and take advantage of the short ball. When you see patterns, take note because you can take advantage of it throughout the rest of your match. On this point, I should have done a better job following the path of my approach shot up to net, which would have led me to cover the middle. This point is a great example of pinning the player back, which is what you want to do to a banger. Another great deep return from Paul. That's how you do it. Deep return, listen to Chris's reaction. That's what you want to hear from your opponent. It shows frustration that what they're trying to do is just not working. Keep the banger back and they will get frustrated. Notice how well Paul and Chris stay on balance when moving up to the kitchen and dinking. You don't want to bring those types of players up to the kitchen because it plays into their strengths. Good patience, variety, and hands up at net. If you do pin a player back, the time you want to hit short is if you can get them extended and reaching for the ball, which is exactly what Chris did here. It's also important to know your opponent. Paul is super fast, so both Chris and I have to expect that the ball is going to come back even if you hit it short. Notice Paul hit the first ball hard into my body, and I volleyed short. It's a pattern to take note of. If you notice it, it's bound to happen again, and you can anticipate it. Hitting the ball hard down the middle is always a great option. That's a good deep return. I have to get better at dinking the ball or resetting the ball down the middle when I get stretched out. I was super lucky on this return, but notice it was hit at my body. So knowing that, Paul may have been able to anticipate a short ball. This is exactly what you want to see here. Deep return, pinned Paul back, and then Chris got him with a drop shot. Excellent execution. I'm really happy that I made the adjustment here and decided to dink the ball down the middle and do the reset when I got stretched out wide. Improvement. You can see here Paul fell for the same trap. It's common to see players go hard middle when stretched out wide. It's better to reset. Notice how Paul backs up here. This is what a banger wants to see. If you do back up, having great resets is a must. Here I am hitting big balls at these guys, looking for a ball to come in on, and they give it to me. And this is what you want to do if you're a banger. You want to get up there, engage, and then any high ball you want to attack them and make them pay. On this point, I went for a around the post or ATP shot, and I didn't let the ball drop enough. The hardest part of the ATP is being patient enough to let the ball drop so then it travels away from the net post. There you have it, the drill to handle the hard-hitting player. The next step is for you to take this drill to the court. I predict you're going to keep your head more still after you see hundreds of these balls coming fast at you. And you're going to react less and get more balls back deep. Let me know how it goes, and I will see you in the next video.